My forays into curing my condition started with meditation, then home remedies and herbs, then medications, then alternating the three and creating hybrid concoctions until finally I was filling my days with every measure to keep the anger at bay. Separately or all in combination, I could still feel it, the raging hot anger in my veins. After a few years of futile treatments, I turned to religion, any religion. I did not find satisfaction, only a growing anger and unreasonableness. One fateful evening, while it was clawing at my stomach, I came across an article about Cecilia Travestier and her research. She had experimented in musical hypnosis, using musical chords to help animals and then people to regulate their emotions. Dr. Travestier recently had promising results treating patients with depression and alleviating hallucinations. I only needed to quell the anger, just enough to keep me going. I wrote to her and volunteered myself as a test subject that night. Dr. Travestier was quick to contact me. It later came out that various psychiatric associations had panned her work, and she would not be able to fully fund her research without unpaid volunteers. I did not care about being paid. I cared about being able to live with this. Her office was in an all but forgotten area of the city, surrounded by closed buildings and pop-up clinics. The facility itself was outdated but clean. It looked to have been a former government office repurposed for this kind of one-on-one work. The bathroom was small and old, a foaming soap dispenser on a beige Formica countertop. The rooms were larger than necessary, and carpeted with that close-knit, deep blue carpet that you see in schools or DMVs. All of this was largely comforting, familiar. Dr. Travestier's assistant took my information without any commentary or judgment. I had pictured a sterile facility with white rooms and walls, but instead this could have been an impoverished doctor's office. It oddly set me at ease. Dr. Cecilia Travestier was just as unassuming. I had also pictured her as some distant researcher, as there had only been one blurry photo of her in the write-up of her research. She was much like the place. Neat, if a little out of date. Between the loud pattern on her shirt visible beneath her lab coat, her decidedly oversized and highly unflattering glasses, and her light hair pulled into a soft bun at the nape of her neck, I could have guessed any age from 30 to 60, and easily been off by 20 years. She was not cold, however, not distant in the slightest. She smiled with an authentic warmth and shook my hand with care. Her assistant briefed her on my health and medical history, and she nodded along. Finally, she turned to me and asked, "So, what is it you want to work on?" My mouth went dry for a moment. "I don't want to be angry anymore,"